Ishwari and Suman, welcome to the call. Shivoham, Motkula Anand, Samita Kumar Swami Rais, GVK Raju, Shivoham Karthik, Girish Sudeep, and Prabhakar. Shivoham Pragasti Dattatray, Rajaratnam Rajendra, Shivoham, Sagai Raj, Bridget has just joined the call. Welcome, Bridget. Gautam, I think, and the others are still logging on. I see many more joining the call. My dear friends, today is Friday, and being a Friday, we have a half an hour discussion, and then we go into 30 minutes of ask a question and answers. Today's Zoom is on a flash. I got a flash, and this flash is called life realization. How many people realize what life is all about? It's very funny, isn't it? That people who are alive don't know the meaning of life. People who are alive don't know what is life. What is life all about? Why are we here? Why this birth? Why this human birth? Why did we come to earth? How did we come to earth? What caused our birth? How long will we be alive? What will cause our death? Where will we go? Who is God? Where is God? What is God? There are so many questions, but there are no answers. And so today we are going to be talking on how many people actually realize what life is all about. My friends, because you realize that life has a greater meaning, you are on this call every day. When you tell somebody I'm going on a call, they will laugh at you. They'll say, what call are you going? What do you want to understand about life? Life is what life is. Khao, pio, jio. Maja karo. Maja karo. Are people actually doing maja karo? People are surviving through life, and people are unhappy. People are miserable. People are crying. Even rich people are committing suicide. What is the reason of so much misery? Because people have no life realization. People don't know what is the true meaning of life. What is the real meaning? What is life all about? So today, of course, when you're in Ask Care, you're welcome to ask me, tell me what you think. But today I'm trying to explain to you what is the real meaning of life. Where did we come from? Where did we go? This morning I was writing a new book. My new book is called Life is Karma. I'm writing a new book. The name of the book is Life is Karma. And in this book today, I was dictating a chapter in the book Life is Karma, my new book of October. I talk about how our death is controlled. Today I was writing this chapter on what causes death. How are we reborn? What causes birth? We learn everything, we know everything, but we don't know how to live our life. It is very unfortunate. And unless we realize what is the true meaning of life, we will live and we will die. In Hindi, I say it like this. I say, जीवन का मतलब सच में है क्या? प्रभु से एक होना है. संसार की माया से बचना हमें. सच का एहसास होना है. जग में जो होता है प्रभु की लीला है. सत्य नहीं ये सब मिथ्य है. ये तो एक ख्वाब जैसा है. जीवन का मतलब सच में है क्या? प्रभु से एक होना है. When somebody hears it, they say, what's he talking? What is the meaning? जीवन का मतलब एक ख्वाब जैसा है. Of course, we know the meaning of a dream, right? In a dream, suppose you woke up in a dream and God told, and the doctor told you, you have cancer, you're going to die tomorrow morning. When you wake up from a dream, do you think you have cancer? No. You know it was just a dream. You don't even know who's the doctor. The doctor was a weird looking man. and he told you had cancer, but you don't have cancer. You're perfectly okay when you wake up from your dream. My dear friends, when we wake up from our dream, we know it was just a dream, but we don't realize that one day we will wake up out of life, and life is nothing but a dream. Life is a gift. Life is a gift. If you don't use it, you will lose it. It's not like money which you can deposit in the bank and say, I will use later on. Life is about living now. And if you don't live now, it's gone. And the biggest problem is avidya, ghor avidya. We don't understand the meaning of life. And as long as we don't understand the meaning of life, we cannot really have life realization. So, my dear friends, how does one live life? We have to value every day of our life. We have to value every moment before it escapes us. I love this story of a farmer. The farmer was digging his land and he found a bag of big red stones. The farmer looked at it and said, wow, these stones are very good, because every day when he was to eat lunch, the vultures and the big troublesome birds, the hawks, would come and he had to throw some stones at them. Otherwise, they would come and attack his food. So this farmer took these big red stones to chase the vultures. He had a huge gunny bag. He was digging his land. He found a huge gunny bag, huge gunny bag. When all the stones he had thrown at the vultures and they fell in the stream below and it passed by, the stones were washed away. His wife came and took the two leftover stones and said, they're looking very pretty. Can I give my two boys? She had two sons. Can we give to our two sons to play with these red stones? The farmer said, take it. I've been using to chase the vultures. This lady took these two stones and gave to the children. The children were playing outside the house in the village. The village's businessman, the biggest businessman who had a jewelry shop, he came there, he saw those big stones. He told the children, please give me these stones. I'll give you some toys. So he gave them some toys and took those two stones. The next day he came back and he brought hundreds of toys for the children. Hundreds of toys. The children were so happy. And he asked the children, you have any more stones? I'll give you more toys. They said, no, we have only two, we gave you. Then this man met the farmer and told the farmer, those two red stones were big uncut rubies. They were the most expensive rubies that I have seen in my life. And unfortunately, the farmer cried because he had thrown away all the rubies, one by one. My dear friends, how many rubies have you thrown away? How many years of your life have you thrown away? You may have the last ruby left. Like the farmer, he had only two rubies, which he gave to the jeweler, the businessman, who came and gave the farmer some money. He told the farmer, I made a lot of money from those two rubies, and I want to give you. But my dear friends, we are throwing valuable rubies every day, year after year. We celebrate birthday, happy birthday to you. But we have wasted 1 year. Again next year, बार बार दिन ये आए, अनमोल जीवन यूं ही गवाए. We sing the song like this. बार बार दिन ये आए, अनमोल जीवन यूं गवाए, तुम मरेगा बहुत जल्द, प्रभु के पास जाना है. मोक्ष पाना है तुम्हें, मुक्ति पाना है तुम्हें, संसार के मोह माया से बच के प्रभु पाना है तुम्हें. Change the song. Change the song. Don't just keep on zooming. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. 1 more year is gone. 1 more year is gone. 1 more year is gone. My dear friends, Every year that goes by, a valuable year has escaped you. The only way to make the best of life is to realize what is birth, what is death, what is life. We have to realize this. You have to ask questions, you have to investigate. See, the problem is, you tell somebody come for cricket match, 100 people will be ready. You tell somebody come for spiritual talk, nobody will be ready. What spiritual talk? चलो बियर के लिए चलेंगे, बियर पब चलो, पब भी रेडी टू गो. वड़ा पाव खाएगा, चलो वड़ा पाव खाने के लिए रेडी है. ढोकला खाएगा, हाँ चलो ढोकला खाएंगे. बट प्रभु के पास जाने के लिए कुछ बात करेंगे, अरे प्रभु के पास बोरिंग यार, क्या प्रभु की बात करता है यार. So people don't realize the importance of life. They don't realize, there's a beautiful song, it says, जन्म और मरण के चक्कर से बचना, यही मकसद जीवन का. जन्म और मरण के चक्कर से बचना, यही मकसद जीवन का. जिसको एहसास होता है, वो ही आत्मा मुक्त होता. सांसों की माला में सिमरूं मैं पी का नाम. You have to learn every breath to live in the consciousness of the divine. But do you do that? Do you live with the consciousness of God? Very difficult. Because the mind, it takes us here and the mind takes us there, and the mind makes us wander. My dear friends, is life all about happiness? What are most people searching for? You ask anybody, क्या चाहिए जीवन में, क्या चाहिए? What's the answer they will tell you? I want to be happy. I want to be happy. मुझे, somebody else says, no, I want to be happy and I want to make others happy. Who doesn't want to be happy? Who doesn't want to make others happy? The point is, life is not just about experiencing pleasure and running away from pain. This is not what only life is about. Life has a purpose. The purpose of our life is to find the purpose of our life. If you don't find the purpose of your life is wasted. Huh? Have you heard this song? सोचो पेड़ उगे बीज के बल से, बीज मिले पेड़ से, पेड़ बीज दोनों कहाँ से, कोई जाने ना. Have you heard this? It's not the original song. The original song says, सोचो पेड़ उगे बीज के बल से, बीज मिले पेड़ से, पेड़ बीज दोनों कहाँ से, कोई जाने ना. You have to learn this. It says, कर्मों से मुक्ति पाना जीवन का मकसद है, जीवन का मकसद है. मर के फिरना है जीना, लौटने से बचना है, लौटने से बचना है, ये जानना है. मुक्ति हमको है पाना, प्रभु से है एक हो जाना. यूं ही तो जीना, यूं ही तो जीने का मकसद, मकसद ये पाना. सोचो पेड़ उगे बीज के बल से. You know how the tree comes? The tree comes from the seed. And where does the seed come? From the tree. And where does the tree come? From the seed. And where does the seed come? From the tree. Where they both come from? We don't know. We don't know, and we don't even want to know. Because we are so caught in this samsara that it hardly matters. अरे क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Where does chicken come? From the egg. Where does egg come? From the chicken. Where chicken comes from egg. Where does egg come from chicken? Tell the answer. The man says, give me tandoori chicken. That's all it is. Where's the answer? He says, give me tandoori chicken. So is that what it is? Life is not just eating tandoori chicken and omelette. Life has got a much bigger meaning. Is there a way to eternal bliss where there is no suffering? This is the goal. Is there a way to be liberated from all misery, suffering of body, misery of mind, agony of the ego? Is there a way to solve all problems? Yesterday, somebody was asking me, who was asking me? Miracles. We can have miracles to solve problems. My dear friends, there are no miracles. You have to learn to solve your problems by intelligent solution. The triple suffering of the body, mind, and ego will be, you will attain that liberation with realization. You have to attain that state of realization. And how do you get to life realization? There are two steps. First is self realization, then is God realization. When there is self realization and there is God realization, there is life realization. What is life realization? Who am I? If we don't know who we are, how can we realize life? You are in this planet, but you think, I am Motkula Anand. No, you are not Motkula Anand. Your name is Motkula Anand. You are not Motkula Anand. You may say, I am Ashok Maheshwari. No, no, no. You are not Ashok Maheshwari. Your name is Ashok Maheshwari. Maheshwari is your surname. Ashok is the name your parents gave. But you have to actually ask yourself the question. You have to ask yourself the question, कौन मैं हूँ सच में, मैं आत्मा हूँ या तन मन बुद्धि हूँ? कौन मैं हूँ सच में, मैं आत्मा हूँ या तन मन बुद्धि हूँ? ढूंढता था मैं जब तक एहसास हो गया मुझको, कौन मैं हूँ? Who am I? कौन मैं हूँ? 99.99% of the people in this world don't know who am I. 99.99% people in the world. But this is avidya. This is ghor avidya. The way to life realization, we must realize who am I. We must realize what is the purpose of life on earth. What is this journey? A lot of people say, oh, success. Success is not a destination. Success is the journey. A lot of people give different gyan. What is life? What is success? But do you know why you were given human birth? Why you are not a dog? Have you found out why? Why you came to planet Earth? What brought you here? Have you stopped to find out? Realization about life starts with a quest. How many people are actually going on a quest? How many people want to find answers? Who am I? Why am I here? What is life all about? We don't investigate. We don't ask questions. Instead, what do? We believe in all the fairy tales. All that our parents tell us, our teachers told us, our religion tells us. We believe all the fairy tales. In the end, we are complete fools because we don't know any truth. We know only the fairy tales. We don't know what we don't know. सत्य क्या है और मिथ्य है क्या, हमें विवेक से मालूम करना। शांति में जी के प्रश्न है करना, तलाश में हमें है जाना। जीवन का मकसद एक यही है, सच का एहसास है करना। चैन खोना है ना कभी, शांति में हमें है जीना। सबके चित्त में हमें है रहना, शांति में सच्चिदानंदा। How do you reach Sat Chit Anand? How do you reach the state of Chain khona hai na kabhi? Do you think people in this world are happy, my friends? Do you think people in this world are happy? People are suffering. People are miserable. They may not admit it, but people are suffering in this world. And people are suffering because they don't realize the truth about life. They don't realize what is life? Why am I here? What is the purpose? People just live and they die. The biggest challenge in life realization is what? The biggest challenge is to overcome ignorance. It's to unlearn what we have already learned. Unless we wipe out the blackboard, the board which we have been writing, unless we wipe out whatever we have learned, we can never realize the truth. So that is the challenge. We know everything about the outer world, but we don't know anything about the inner world. What is the use? What is the use of knowing about the outer world? What is the use of not knowing about the inner world? Have you remember the story of Raja Janak? Raja Janak, the king, was the father of Sita. Remember the story? One day, he woke up from a dream and he told his wife, "Bachao, bachao, bachao, bachao." The wife said, "Kya hua?" Raja Janak said, "They beat me so much. See, my nose is broken, my ear is broken, my head is broken. See, they beat me so much. I became a beggar after I lost the war, and they beat me, and they beat me, and they beat me." The wife Rani came to know that Raja Janak had a bad dream. She tells him, "Raja, but you are perfectly okay. Nobody has beat you. There is no bruise. There is no hurt on your head." And then she told Raja, "You have had a bad dream." Know what Raja said? Raja said, "What is the guarantee that I am the king who dreamt that I was a beggar? Maybe I am a beggar dreaming that I am a king. Ye such, ya wo such." So Raja Janak was an enlightened being. You must always pay attention to Raja Janak's stories. He was a person who was an enlightened being. Many good stories. And he went in quest. He went to Tarash. He wanted life realization. And people who go in such a quest, they realize they are not the waker. They are not the dreamer. They are not the sleeper. They are the witness. They are the observer. They are the consciousness. It's called Turiyam. It's called Chaturiyam. When we realize we are Chaturiyam, we are not the body, mind, ego, that transforms our life. It helps us towards the journey of metamorphosis. And this is the goal. Our goal is to reach that ultimate state of metamorphosis, that ultimate state of liberation, of unification with the divine. My dear friends, we have to work towards our goal, and our goal is life realization. Today's discussion is life realization. How many of you experienced what I call Sat Chit Anand? Sat Chit Anand means Sat ke chit mein रहना, आनंदा में रहना, सच्चिदानंदा हाल है जो सच का एहसास से होता. Ananda, Satchidanand means you have realized life. You have no problems. You have solved all the problems of life. You have no desires. You have no cravings. Have you reached that state of Sat Chit Anand? Very difficult to reach that state. You reach that state of liberation, of consciousness, where there is no thoughts. You reach a state where there are no thoughts. You are able to conquer your mind. How many people reach that state of consciousness? It's not easy. Some of you might have reached it. But life realization and this consciousness comes first from self realization and then God realization. How many of you live with God every day, all the time? realizing who is God, where is God, what is this power called God, who created life, what is the purpose we die. Have you found answers to all these questions? This is the goal of this everyday call. We have the call every day because we want to reach that state of realization. We want to reach that state where we are free from all the suffering, all the misery. My time is coming to an end. I have not even finished half the story. My dear friends, we will continue this probably a little bit more in detail because life realization is a very important subject. For example, to realize God. A lot of people are confused. How to find God? You can't find God at the temple or a church. How do you find God? You find God when you realize God, when you open your real eyes. Then you find God. You can't find God. You have to realize God. God is a power. God is not a statue or a saint. God is not in Swarga or heaven or hell. No. God is right here on earth. But we are not able to realize this truth because of Maya. There is so much Maya, there is so much ignorance. So I believe that there's a lot more to be spoken about on life realization. So I think that we must continue the talk on life realization a little bit more in the next session because I believe that we should not hurry through. What is God? Who is God? What is Maya? Maya is a cosmic illusion. Many of you, you know the questions, but how many of you know the answers? When you know the answers, there is realization. When you know the answers, there is enlightenment. When you know the answers, then you become a manifestation of God. But most of you are like me. When I was talking to my guru, I was like that villager. I love the story of the villager. When the villager came to the town and he saw a movie, his friend asked him, "What's on the screen? What do you see?" The villager said, "I see horses." Then the friend said, "No, no, see, what more you see?" He saw, I see elephants. He said, "No, what else you see?" He said, "I see horses, I see elephants, I see the sky with a lot of smoke." Movie was going on. The movie was going on in the theater. He said, "No, what else do you see?" The friend tried to see. He said, "No, horses, elephants, sky, smoke." It was a war scene. Then it was interval. And the friend asked him, "Now, what do you see?" He said, "I see nothing. There's nothing. No horses, no elephants, no sky, no smoke." So the friend asked him, "Where did it go?" He said, "No, I can only see the white screen, plain screen." This is Maya. Maya hides the screen. It projects the myth. Maya hides the screen, the original screen. It projects the story. So, my dear friend, I would like to touch some more points after Maya in the next week. And next week is also uh, supposed to be the 15th of October. They say I was born on that day, but that's a lie. Huh? Next week is supposed to be 15th of October. But next week, when it's 15th of October, I hope to speak to you on that day. And I'll tell you why it's a lie that this day, they call it the day I was born. But what I want to tell you today is this. I want to tell you that the goal of life is life realization. Life realization is self realization. Life realization is God realization. Life realization is realizing the truth about life. It is no use. If Samita tells me I know to make good pav bhaji, I think, okay, you can make good pav bhaji, but how does it matter? Huh? Karthik will say, I can make good idli dosa, very good idli dosa. So what? Somebody can say, I'm a good painter. I can paint. Very good. What have you painted? See this painting. My guru used to tell me a story. Have I told the story, Kumar Swami, to you? One king, I think I told the story, right? When king, he conquered another island, which was just about 1 or 2 kilometers away. So how to manage the island? He was finding great difficulty. The chief engineer built a tunnel between one island to another island. When he asked the wise man, I want to give reward to this chief engineer, the wise man told, okay, tomorrow. Tomorrow king asked the next day, what happened? I want to give award. The wise man told, I want to think about it. Next day, king again asked, I want to give reward. What is the problem? Why are you not telling? He got angry at the wise man. The wise man came to the ear of the king and said softly, my lord, when I asked God what reward to give to this chief engineer, the God told me 100 whips in the public. 100 whips. The king told the wise man, you are a wise man or a fool. You are my wise man from last 25 years. What a nonsense answer you're giving. That man has built a tunnel. I want to give reward. You are telling to beat with 100 whips. Why? Then the wise man told, God told me, I made this chief engineer for attaining God realization and for attaining life realization and for helping people attain moksha, not to build tunnel. He has built tunnel, he has wasted his life. Hit him, hit 100 whips, 100 whips, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him nicely, the king. He told the king, we should not be like that. We should not get whips for wasting our life. What is life realization, my friends? Why did we come to earth? Why this human birth? We celebrate our birthdays when it's not our birthday. And then we are losing this valuable life. When will we realize the meaning of life? When will we wake up from our deep sleep? When will we realize the truth? This is the goal, to realize we are the divine soul. So this week, I touched very briefly. 30 minutes passes very fast. I was talking to you on the topic of life realization. What is life? Why did we come to earth? Why were we given human birth? Why were you not born as a dog or tree? Imagine you were bound as a tree. Imagine you were not free. How would you be? Imagine you were a dog compared to being a man. How would you live? Count your blessings. Count your blessings that you have been given this beautiful life, my dear friends. And get to that point of life realization. Life realization will liberate you from all the misery. It will unite you with God. So we'll start questions. Administrator, let us start with questions. First priority, life realization. Anybody has a question on life and life realization? As I said, next week we will talk on two topics: why people celebrate a birthday, and we will continue and close the topic on life realization. Gautam. Yes, Gautam, bolo. मेरे को ना. Gautam, my dear Gautam, do you want to ask a question?
Next,
Amitash. Amitash, your question, please. Amitash. Unmute. Gautam is saying, please unmute. Okay, sorry. Unmute all, mute. Gautam, please ask.
Shiva,
First,
yeah,
and Amitash.
Shivam here.
Please ask first. Sorry for that, Gautam.
Shivam here.
Shivam, bolo Gautam.
Actually, 2 days back you were telling that when I'm in Iceland, but my mind is always connected to God. Okay, so I'm trying that I'm not connected to God every time. So last time I went to trip to Coimbatore. There I was connected to God. I saw beautiful mountains. I saw beautiful waterfalls and trees and many beautiful clouds. So I was connected to God that time. And again I came to Bangalore. I lost my connection. So how to always be connected to God? But when I be in silence, I'll connect to God. But so for example, when I go to some other place, so how to connect the mind to God all the time?
See, Gautam, what is the problem is when you come to Bangalore, everybody tries to trouble you. People will come and say, ye paint chahiye, wo paint chahiye, ye quotation chahiye, ye paisa hai. Bank manager will tell something. This is called samsar. As long as we are in samsar, we will have a problem. There's no doubt what you're saying. I understand the point. When I'm in Bangalore, I also experience silence in Bangalore. It's not that I only don't experience, but I don't reach my level of spiritual ecstasy when I'm in Bangalore because people chew my brains. People trouble me. They just trouble me like anything. So I don't know whether you have the same experience, but I am understanding your feeling that in Bangalore you are not able to concentrate on God because people are disturbing you. But what do? I am lucky. I gave up everything. I gave up all my work, my business, and I walked out. You are not able to do that. Your karma is not permitting you to do that. They are forcing you, your family is forcing you to sit in the shop and to run the shop. So you have to find your method of being in yoga. You have to find your method of being in karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga. You are supposed to be in that state of yoga as much as you can. Even when somebody pulls you out of that dhyana, Gautam, you come back. If somebody pulls you, you come back. Then you will be able to feel God. I know it is not an easy challenge, but it is your challenge. You have to find a way to do it.
Yeah, thank you. I have one more question here.
Yeah.
About how to karma yoga, not bhakti yoga का मतलब क्या है? So I should always do bhakti when I should do puja at home, or else I should listen. I should listen.
Bhakti yoga is different from bhakti. Bhakti means you can sit and have bhajanam and kirtan and arti and sing songs, but that is bhakti. Yoga means that you are connected to you are connected to God. So you understand the meaning of yogi. जो प्रभु के योग में सदा जीता, ना डरता वो ना चिंता वो करता, प्रभु तो साथ हमेशा है, शांति में जीता प्रभु साथ है. You have to reach that level. जो प्रभु के योग में सदा जीता. You have to overcome all the fears, all the worries, all the stress. You have to learn to overcome the fear that what will happen if people in my family get upset. What will happen? Mirabai never got upset when she was in Bhakti Yoga. The king said, I will kill you. He said, you kill me, no problem. The king said, I'll throw you out of the palace. He said, you throw me out of the palace, no problem. Mere to Giridhar Gopal. She had only one point. Okay.
So, but but listening to your live bhajans, that is also bhakti yoga.
Of course, provided you are able to connect to the bhajan, provided you are able to hear the bhajan and connect to God. If my bhajan is not able to connect to God, it's not bhakti yoga. But if by listening to my bhajan, if you are able to have a spiritual connection with God, it is bhakti yoga.
Yeah, I have connection when I listen to your bhajans.
Yeah, then it is definitely bhakti yoga.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Amitash, please. Amitash.
Shivoham Master.
Shivoham, Amitash.
Master, you hold bhajans every Monday night at 10 p.m. Am I correct? With the
10:45 on it's telecast on Facebook. Yes.
Okay, on Monday only, right, Master?
Yeah, it telecasts on the Shivoham Shiva Temple page. There's a Facebook page called Shivoham Shiva Temple. So
Okay,
on
Master.
that we telecast 1 hour of bhajans every Monday night. But all the bhajans are on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will find all the bhajans there.
Okay, Master. Master, my question is another question is, Master, I feel very weak and tired, and even though I'm having very healthy food and I'm living eating very healthy food and doing exercise, but I still feel very weak and tired. I don't know why, Master. So since you are very healthy, I thought, sorry.
When I spoke to a very intelligent doctor many years back, 25 years back, he told me something which I will not forget. He told me you are weak and tired, not because of what you eat. You are weak and tired because what is eating you. You are not weak and tired because of what you eat. You are weak and tired of because what is eating you. So the biggest problem of this weakness and tiredness is the mind. If you start doing something which you are excited about, you will not be weak and tired. When do we feel weak and tired? only when we don't enjoy what we are doing, when we don't love what we do. Therefore, Amitash, it's important for you to find the passion of what you do. Weakness and tiredness will disappear. I told some people, come on, let us work for instead of 8 or 10 hours, let us work 12 to 14 hours. I asked them, are you ready to work for 12 to 14 hours? They said, no. It is humanly impossible. How can you work 14 hours a day? I said, okay. After 1 week, I told them all, we are going to Goa, but 14 hours a day, we have to be awake in Goa. They said, no problem. 16 hours a day also, we will be awake in Goa. After all, this is Goa. 16 hours a day also is okay. Now what happened? You are not willing to work from 10, 12, 14 hours. Now you're saying 16 hours also it's okay. Because we enjoy it. The moment you enjoy something, hours don't matter. So find out why you're getting tired. Are you doing something which is eating you? And change that. Nothing should eat you. That is the challenge. Next question.
Master,
Yes.
Master, your answer is very great, Master. Really, thank you so much, Master.
Thank you.
You're
So
great,
please,
Master.
thank you. Find out what is that eating you, right? And remove that worm. That is a
Yes,
cheetah.
Master.
Remove that worm and you will have all the energy in life.
Yes, Master. You're great, Master. Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Abhitash. Kumar Swami, sir.
Sir, Shivam Guruji.
Show him, sir.
My question is very small one. Eating of non-vegetarian is a bad karma. Will it affect our enlightenment path?
One drop here. Yeah. So, eating of non-vegetarian, if you realize that it is wrong to eat, if you feel that you are killing an animal and you are being cruel and still you eat, definitely it is a wrong karma and we have to pay for it. Sometimes the child is grown up in a family where the parents are eating meat from the beginning. He doesn't even know the meaning. The poor child doesn't even know the meaning. He also is eating. From the small age, he's eating chicken, mutton, fish, everything. And till he's 60 years old, 70 years old, nobody told him. It is still not a wrong karma. But one guru came and told him when he was 60 years old, my dear, every day you are cutting chicken, every day you are cutting fish, every day you are depriving them to live. And this is wrong. You should not do it. Kumar Swami. And still after that day, they do it. Then it becomes the wrong karma. Then the karma starts kicking in. Yeah, I hope you get my point. So any karma is a karma only when there's an intentional action. There's a knowledge action. So when we don't realize it, sometimes it's not a bad karma. The moment we realize it becomes a bad karma. Thank you. Anything else, Kumar Swami? You have to unmute. You have to unmute, Kumar Swami. You're on mute.
So anything we are doing with unconscious, it will not affect as a karma. Consciously, if we are doing means that it comes under karma.
It becomes big karma. Yeah. Otherwise, it may be some small, tiny karma. But if you consciously are doing, means big karma. Suppose, I'll give you one more example. Suppose every day I'm drinking tea, and after drinking tea, the leftover tea, I'm throwing out of my window. I don't know, but every day I'm killing 100 ants because they're outside my window. 100 ants every day I'm killing. I did not know. After 3 months, my neighbor told me, every day you're killing 100 ants from last 3 months, I'm watching every day. Still, if I do it, then what happens?
It is a sin.
Then it becomes a big karma. And I did not know. I did not know I was killing. Then what happens?
Okay,
Then it's a very light karma. But after knowing, it's a big karma.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Goswami. Thank you. Next question, please. Dattatray, sir.
Yes, sir. Shivam to all members.
Sure.
Sir, I know the cosmic energy is infinite, but these can be measurable and be countable.
I missed you. Sorry.
I see. The cosmic energy, wishes, no?
Cosmic energy
Energy.
क्या हुआ?
All energies are measured. Measure
All
unit.
energies are
इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इन करंट मेजर कर सकते हैं, है ना? हाँ, और जो भी है वाटर है, लीटर्स में काउंट कर सकते हैं. वैसा कॉस्मिक एनर्जी कैन बी काउंटेड.
Of course. Of course.
हाँ.
For that?
How sir? हाँ.
Yeah,
What
for
is
that,
it?
For
Huh?
that,
Yeah.
you have to bring a measuring tape which is bigger than the universe. Can you bring?
No.
Then how can you measure? Can you measure how many liters of water are there in your geyser? Can you measure how many liters of water there in the water in a geyser in your geyser? Can you measure?
Yeah.
In your bathroom in the geyser, can you measure?
No, water is a continuous flow.
No, but if it is not flowing, when it's there in the geyser, can you remove the geyser and you can measure?
Yeah.
Can you measure how much water is there in the Indian Ocean?
Calculation only.
No, can you measure? Not calculate. Can you measure?
No, sir. No.
How is it possible? Can you measure how many tons of earth is there in the earth? How many tons of sand is there in the earth? Can you measure?
No.
How many tons of snow is there in Himalayas? Can you measure?
No, sir.
This is beyond human comprehension, Dattatreya.
Yeah.
Next question.
Sir, one more. There are Reiki masters invite करते हैं, appeal for cosmic energy. How can they Reikis?
What they do in Reiki? Can you explain to me what they do for you? You have been to Reiki.
ऐसा आएगा. हाँ, cosmic energy को रिसीव करते हैं और हाथ में yes, हाथ के अंदर वो ऐसा बॉल दिखाते, blue energies. Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think? Can you believe that energy is coming like this? Can you believe it?
I think so. It is a trick only. Huh?
It is a way to fool the mind. See, there are some things which you can feel. For example, the Kundalini chakra is you breathe and you suck the energy upwards. It is your own feeling. It is your own experience of the energy of the body. At least that you can feel.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
But even that we cannot control. This is something I learned about. I wrote a book about 20 years back. I wrote a book which is not under the name of air. Before I became air, my Guruji asked me to write a book on Ojas Shakti.
Oh, yes.
Transmutation of Ojas Shakti. I wrote that book. Of course, now I've removed that book from the internet because when you reach the state of enlightenment, all these things are not relevant. All these are only kindergarten. All these are only ABC.
Yeah.
We should not believe. When you believe in the body and all the things of the body, then you will never realize the divine soul.
Yes.
So we must let go of all these Reiki and even so many things are there about astrology, palmistry, Vastu. So many things are there. No, we have to let go of it. If you don't let go of it, then you are in trouble. Then you are in big trouble. Then they will tell you it is your bad luck, Dattatreya, because your door is on the west. You have to break your door and make on the east. Then you have to break the door and make it on the east. Then what will happen?
Troublesome.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, thanks. Sure, sir.
Yoga Narasimhan.
So my question is, office-going people, can they reach enlightenment? we have like so many ego. There are so many situations where they keep pricking our ego. Like you have to have a passion, you have to be passionate, you have to do this, you have to do that, and things like that. And is that
Yoga
a chance for
Narasimhan.
people to get anywhere in the enlightenment journey? I think for enlightenment journey, we have to leave our job and fully concentrate on this enlightenment journey, I guess.
No, you don't have to. Let me tell you, enlightenment journey is a choice. You as Yoga Narasimhan, you can live enlightenment journey by going on a quest, by going to office, but by watching everything as a drama. When you watch everything as a leela, when you realize, see, let me tell you one thing. In this drama of office and money and success and achievement, it's all that this is the question, right? This is what we are doing in office. What we are going to do in office, fighting people's ego to earn money, to achieve success, to make name, position, designation. In the end, what happens? When your dead body is being taken in the graveyard, because your designation is different, you will become different ashes. Because you're rich, you are got different money, more money in the bank, you will reach a different heaven.
No, sir. I told my manager, like, wherever I'm working, I'm happy. I don't want anything. I'm satisfied with this only. He's like laughing at me and he's telling like, you should be passionate. You should think about coming up the corporate ladder. And he gave me a big basham. I was telling all this is a drama. It's only for some time. I'm happy with whichever position I am. I just want to work and go back home. I don't have any much ambition to grow in the corporate ladder. He's like laughing and gave me a big basham for 1 hour.
He is not wrong. He is not wrong because Yoga Narasimhan, he is in the material world. He is your manager in the material world, correct?
Yes.
But in the spiritual world, you are not his manager. You are his great-grandfather. You are his great-great-grand manager. You are 10 times higher than him. But the poor man doesn't understand. How will you make him understand? He is not capable of understanding. You have only two options, Yoga Narasimhan. You dump all this, what you're hearing every day in this Ask Care, you dump it in the dustbin and you follow your manager. And like him, you will be caught in samsara and you will suffer and you will die, and one day and you will come back. That is what is going to happen to your manager. Do you want to that? Do you want to run after money, and do you want to run after name and fame? And do you want to run after this material journey and achieve nothing? In the end, you may be Bill Gates. Bill Gates also, when you die, he has to come back for his karma. You may be Mukesh Ambani. Nothing, no use. Mukesh Ambani also will die and he will come back for his karma. Nobody will know when Mukesh Ambani dies and comes back. When Dhirubhai Ambani died, where is he now? He must be living somewhere in some household. Because as long as you don't attain enlightenment, you have to die and return. This is a simple logic. And a person like you, when you want enlightenment, your manager obviously will tell you, your manager's job is to motivate people to deliver, to achieve more success, to do more sales, marketing, production. This is the job of the material world. But the realized soul knows, no, what is the use? The realized soul understands whether I make 2 buildings in real estate or 20 buildings in real estate. In the end, I will die.
Yes, sir.
I will leave everything behind. Is that much you realize, or you don't realize it?
So much I realize, sir. That's what I try. I'm trying to be happy with whatever I have, but I'm facing a lot of issues with people around me.
No, don't see. First of all, being content and being fulfilled is an inner state of being. You must be that. I am talking to you all. Why there are not thousands of people who are following this call? Why do you think there are not? Because what we are talking is nonsense. Why there are not thousands of people on this call? For what reason?
The material world, they're more attracted.
Because very few people are lucky to understand this subject. Very few people. And if you and me are lucky to understand this subject, we should be grateful to God. Yoga Narasimhan, it is not easy. It is very easy for your manager to convince you and tell you that bloody air is a nonsense fellow, dump it, man, come and work hard, earn more money. What you have to ask yourself, the question is, after I earn more money, then what? Finally, what? Finally, I will die. And then what? Then you get the realization. When you get life realization, there is no bigger gift than life realization. Okay, what happened? You were supposed to come back and tell us about those your ceremonies of your uncle who died. What happened?
It was like I've gone to the ceremony, and what happened was a very interesting thing. My uncle used to snore a lot, and what happened was they put the sand and all, and they were waiting for the spirit to come in the last day and show some kind of a sign that it's entered the house on last day and going back. But what happened was that day the footprint or no print came on the sand. But at the correct time when the puja happened, one of my cousins started snoring. One of my aunties started snoring. And then later the people asked like all the relatives are sitting and everything, you don't have a little bit respect also, why did you snore? She told, I didn't snore only, I don't know what happened. So even me and everybody had to believe that the soul only made the snoring happen. I had no explanation, and nobody had any explanation for that.
This is exactly what, when ignorance is there, we will put 2 and 2, it becomes do or do punch. We will put 2 and 2 and we will make it 5.
It was 2 right, so I don't know. Like
no, this is the mind's job. The mind observed that snoring. The mind linked that snoring to his snoring. It is only a coincidence. Coincidence is the word. So it is only a coincidence. People, they win a jackpot. It does not mean that's good luck, just a coincidence.
Okay.
One man, he tells all the 100 people who come to him, Swami, हमारा बच्चा होगा नहीं, हमारे को बच्ची नहीं चाहिए, हमारे बच्चा चाहिए. What the Swami tells all the people who come to him, तुम्हारा बच्चा ही होगा, तुम्हारा बच्चा ही होगा, तुम्हारा बच्चा ही होगा. 50 people बच्चा, 50 people बच्ची. Those who बच्ची don't come back to him. Those who got बच्चा, they say Swami is a great Swami. But it is only coincidence. Either बच्चा or बच्ची, no? 50% बच्चा, 50% बच्ची. So this is how the drama of life goes on. Anyway, you please stick on to your path and don't miss on your path. That is my guidance to you.
Karthik.
Okay.
Karthik, thank you. Thank you, Yogananda.
Thank you.
Shivoham Guruji.
Shivoham
Guruji. Sir, I want to ask you, yesterday in the session you told that our ultimate goal is to liberate from the death and unite with God. So I accept it. And how we can do that, means how we know that this is our last janma, this, or how we know that still 2 lives are there, then after we can unite with God. How we can know that we can
How can you know?
Sir,
How will
yes,
you know? When you are realized, you will know. When you are enlightened, you will know you are enlightened. When you are not enlightened, you know you are not enlightened. When you are enlightened, how will you know that in your house there is light or there is no light? How will you know?
By seeing.
How by seeing?
By watching. By watching we can know, sir. No, sir.
No. If in the house there is no light, you can't see anything.
So yeah, then I can say that light is not there.
When you're in your room, if you can see everything, means
there is a light.
Yeah. So when you're enlightened, you can see all the spiritual things. You can see Atma. You can see God where God is. You can realize God everywhere. When there is enlightenment, you can see everything. As long as there is no enlightenment, you can't realize anything.
Still our karma left with us, no, sir. We don't know how much karma we have been left.
Because you have not yet realized, no. Karthik, because you have not yet realized, you're asking how to know. First you realize, then you will come to know everything. Work towards realization of the truth. When you work towards realization, you will reach that point of realization. Jyotri. Okay, Jyotri has a question. Thank you. One question of Jyotri. if mind and body is mithya, how it can take birth again? Can we call the thing which takes birth again is negative and positive karma and not mind and ego? First of all, Jyotri, mind and body is mithya means, what is the meaning of mithya? Huh? Jyotri, you must know. I hope you know Hindi. In Hindi, I say, mithya ka matlab kya hai? दिखता सच पर वो ना है, जैसे अंगूठी दिखती अंगूठी पर, सच में अंगूठी ना है। अंगूठी से गर हम सोना निकाले तो फिर वो कहाँ है? सोना अगर निकल जाए अंगूठी ना है, अंगूठी तो ये मिथ्य है। People must be knowing this song by heart, I think. I have sang so many times this song. So Jyotri, the ring looks like a ring, but it's not a ring. The ring is not a ring because there is gold in everything. If you remove the gold from the ring, there will be no ring. So therefore, this mind and if body and mind is mithya, it is made up of divine energy. It appears as body, physical body, it appears as the mind. But in reality, it is only the Atma. The Atma appears as body and mind. Therefore, which takes birth is positive and negative karma. But positive and negative karma cannot take birth without the mind and the ego. The mind and the ego carries the positive and negative karma and takes birth. Positive and negative karma cannot hang like a cloud in the sky. Positive and negative karma sits on the mind and ego. It caps the mind and ego and goes along with the mind and ego. The body dies, the body disappears, the body becomes dust. But the karma needs the mind and ego. Otherwise, who does the karma belong to? It will be your karma and my karma will get mixed. No, your karma is separate, my karma is separate. That's why you come in a separate body, I come in a separate body. If they get mixed, then you and me will be born in the same body. If there is no separation of karma. Anybody else? So my dear friends, today we had quite an interesting conversation. Every day, as I told you, it is a new learning. Today we learned from Yoga Narasimhan how the dead man's soul came and snored in his auntie. And Pujari got very lucky. Poor Pujari is very happy, because lady is snoring. Can you believe? The lady is snoring and they are saying the Atma of the uncle is come and snoring through the lady. But we get so easily carried away. We human beings have been taught so many stories, so many fairy tales. It's not our mistake. We have been taught all these fairy tales. We have to wipe out these fairy tales. We have to unlearn. And unless we unlearn the stories, we will never be able to realize the truth. My dear friends, I have been on this journey for more than 7 years. 7 years has taught me from 2014 to 2021. Every day is a new day of learning, is a day of Jnana Yoga, is a day of Bhakti Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Karma Yoga. I can only tell you that this journey of enlightenment is the most important journey. Like again, your Yoga Narasimhan's manager told him, you fool man, you must have motivation. You must go up the corporate ladder. You must earn more money. You must become a big shot. Yoga Narasimha should go tomorrow and ask him, for what? Huh? That man, it reminds me, let me end with the story of Tom. Tom was a fisherman and he was playing with his child in a boat. And Robert came. Robert was the sir. He was the multimillionaire. He told, hey, Tom, why are you not fishing? So he told Robert, sir, I finished fishing today morning, sir. Hey, Tom, why don't you fish some more and make some more fish? Says Robert, sir, I don't need more fish because I had enough for my family. No, Tom, why don't you become richer and buy some more boats? He says, Robert, sir, I don't need some more boats. I'm content. I'm happy. Hey, Tom, if you buy some more boats, you will become rich and then you will be happy with like me. Robert, sir, I am already happy. Why I must work and buy more boats and then later on be happy like you and have all the tension like you have got? Robert, sir, I am very happy. Tom, the fisherman, he should remind us to live with contentment and try to attain the goal of enlightenment. That is our ultimate goal, my dear friends. Not to be caught in this samsara,
Shivoham
not to be
Mayor,
lost.
I
Yes,
want
sir.
to
Yes, sir. I can't hear you. Unmute.
I couldn't stop myself because you have raised this Yoga Narasimhan story once again. I suggest Yoga Narasimhan to invite his boss over here on this call.
Yoga Narasimhan, Rajendra wants you to bring your manager onto one of these calls. See if he's, tell him we have been invited because you have been told you are the motivation expert. So bring him and come. Tell him you will meet one more motivation expert and I will tell him how we have achieved success for 25 years in business. Anyway, but the good thing if you can get him one day on that call. Thank you, Rajendra. And with that note, tomorrow I hope we will have an outdoor call. I bow down to you and seek your blessings. Shivoham, Shivoham.